Yo guys, welcome back to another video here on my channel. Today is a tutorial again. In the last days there wasn't a video because of the season reset. I thought I don't do a video on this low legends bases. I rather do it now to give you some meta bases. Today we will look at one ring and two box bases. I believe it was. But yeah, and today we will do another giveaway. One gold pass today only. All you need to do is just like the video, comment and subscribe, of course. But without further ado, let's head right into the video. Coming here to the ring base, and this is probably more an anti-2 base than a ring base, because you see you don't have these rings. But here again in this space there is, like, of course there is some zap value, but it's not like stacked with everything in the core. It's really spread out, and as I saw the space, I really thought about everything twice, because I didn't really have a good plan. I changed it in the last second. My plan was to zap the queen with the expo and the inferno tower, and going in with my sweep for the scatter, the expo, the poison tower and the other multi. But I didn't went for this. You see, I'll tell you what I will do in a second. I zap everything out beautifully, and with the earthquake, if you have an earthquake like that, always try not to activate the town hall, because in an anti-2 or ring base there is a high possibility that you will take out the town hall with the blimp. So the later the town hall gets activated, the better it is for you, so the less damage it can deal. So that's why I don't send in the earthquake on top of everything. Now you see I'm funneling with some archers. It's just a very cheap funnel, and like I said, you have the time. And here you see that this was the last second. I really wanted them to go in here, but the reason why I didn't is because of the clan castle and the ricochet cannon and the warden. These buildings are very high damage, very high DPS. So, and with the CC, if there are ice golems, which I think there will be, your hero will get nothing, and it's very hard to recover from that. So what I did is I went for the monolith, the royal champion, the multi and the expo, and the poison tower, of course, with my heroes. Just because, like, it is damage, of course, but with a single skeleton spell you can tank everything. And here the multi would just roast every skeleton. And you see, I was kind of surprised by this Tesla farm. I didn't really expect the Tesla farm to be there, and yeah, I delayed it a little bit, which made that my king gets targeted, so I had to waste a freeze, make sure to place them with the right timing. You see, with the giant gauntlet the king just gets everything. The giant gauntlet is just a must-have if you wanna play Zaplalo. But yeah, my goal was really to get this multi. That's why I started with the royal champion, so my queen do not lose a lot of time. But with the ability of the queen getting out everything, I have to admit I was kinda lucky that the ice golems, that I could kill them like this. But you see, it's really it's way better if you kill them out here instead of in here. And now you see, you probably think Laloing through two sweepers is brutal. But don't forget, I have my Royal Champion for this sweeper here. You will see through these loons, my Royal Champion will go in here, take down the Scatterer and the sweeper. So I have only one sweeper against me. And one sweeper isn't really a problem for Lalo. I mean, of course, it's like a little time consuming if you're just always getting pushed back, but it's not that big. You see, even in the poison tower, the loons are faster. And my Royal Champion getting down the sweeper, now hasting through everything. And you see this high DPS, of course, it's very good against your heroes. But you see, the Lalo, it's just no threat against them. So yeah, of course the sweeper is a little bit annoying here, but there should be no problem. There are just too many loons. And you see, this is an overkill as well. Coming here to the first box base. And this base is probably a very common box base. You see, you have much sap value around the monolith, but you have some value around here with a multi, a poison tower and the expo as well. And you have good value around the scatter shot. And what I really like to do on box bases in general, that just go with the scatter with my flame flinger and sap what's in the way. And in this base there is nothing in the way, so I just went for the expo, the poison tower and the inferno. You see, letting my time, of course. Thank the mortar. Now I can speed up a little bit because I'm just waiting. In Zaplalo I cannot say it enough. You have enough time. Just let your flame flinger some time. Now here I try to get rid of this collector, so my queen walk in the right directions. And my plan is to get the queen inside of these two walls, or this open wall here. And what I need to pay attention is, this is a very common entry and the base builder wants to bait you with exactly that you want to go with your queen through this open wall, but she will walk around. Except if you funnel it right, you see I funneled it with my king, took out with some loons this king path. My king walks around as well, which wasn't pretty good because I wanted him to get this inferno tower behind the town hall, but it's not that big of a deal. You see, beautifully triggering the invis tower with this dark elixir collector, and yeah, now we have good value with our heroes, but it's not a very beautiful Lalo pathing with this inferno here on the side. So I sent it in my Royal Champion. My Royal Champion should clear out all these buildings right here. So the Inferno Tower, the Sweeper, the Builder Hub, the Invis Tower, and maybe even ran off to the other Inferno Tower as well. And here again, catching a Lava Hound and two Headhunters in the ability. And you see my loons are taking the multi down, which is pretty cool. The skeleton spell for the monolith as distraction, and you see there are like still the same amount of loons that I started with. Yeah, that's the approach that I really like on box bases, but of course it's not always possible. But if you can get the scatter here with a flame flinger, I would say it's pretty good value. Coming here to the second box base, and on this box base there are pretty good sap values. You see with the Royal Champion, of course on the queen side, these three buildings, or you can go for the scatter and the expo, rage tower and multi. You see there is a ton of examples what you can do. On this Boxbases, like this style is very famous. You probably all have attacked it already. But on this base, this specific base, what I really like is not going with the flame flinger for the scatter, because you see you have this expo right here that would just make no sense. But what I like to do, of course, taking this zap value here, these 4 buildings. But what I like to do is go with the flame flinger down here for this multi. Like, it's the goal. If I really get it, I don't quite remember, but it's very good value. And here again, you have no threats against you except of this mortar right here. But you see, you can easily tank it. I mean, there are not like many defenses that could kill your archers. So you see, and then the mortar is not even maxed out. So it shouldn't be a big deal. And what I like to do now is take this flank down here out with the king, take the town hall with my queen, and yeah, the king to funnel in. You can always take your queen as help, and on the other side with a sneaky goblin, you will see as soon as I place him. I place the king like this. If I place it right there, I know he will walk down. If I place it on the top side, on this side, he would go to the collector, to the pet house, and so on. But you see, like this, I can easily control them, and with a sneaky goblin funneling this collector down here, and you see my king will walk 100% in. Now the queen, the king will funnel for her, so don't worry about her. She will of course go to this wizard tower if she took down these 2 buildings, but the king should look for that she will turn around again and go to the town hall. Sometimes if you are unlucky, you have to freeze the monolith 1 time if the king just don't give her the protection and locks onto the queen. But yeah, you see my flame flinger already got good value. After that bomb tower he probably go to the multi. And this baby dragon was kinda dumb, I have to admit. I wanted to take down the ice golems, but they were just walking and my baby dragon just didn't do anything. But now, normal Lalo again, you see you have clear pathing, a very straight line. Maybe here in the core it's a little bit away from the line, but for these buildings you have the royal champion, so don't worry about them. You see you don't have that money. You don't have that much against you at the moment. Now the queen again, for the queen 2 headhunters and the lava hound in the warden ability. My rage was kinda not the best, I should have optimized it, but my freeze, this freeze was very good, freezing the scatter and the multi. And you see that the royal champion easily get this defense that are not in the line of the Lalo. And you see the Lalo are just the Lalo is crushing this base. So all you need to do is just look that you have a straight line or a good L shape for your Lalo. But that was it with that video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you like such videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you see us in the next video.